And welcome as we welcome you to TV today and Wilson County TV in Wilson County, Tennessee. It is pretty neat to be able to be a part of this broadcast, and it's really great, I think, that we have an opportunity to get out and just educate the public that don't have a chance to come to our meetings. So thank you for watching today. We appreciate Ms. Teresa Bush and all of her staff that makes this happen and brings this to you. But today I get a chance to talk to you about what's going to happen at the Wilson County Commission meeting tonight, October the 21st, 2019. Tonight, Commissioner John Gentry will take care of our prayer and pledge. He's from the Del Webb area. We normally have on the quarterly report Commissioner Jerry McFarland that will do the historian moment of the month, and appreciate him doing that. He's going to postpone that 1 month because he's actually going to get to go to a gravesite visitation or celebration, you may say, of David Wilson, the founder of the name that Wilson County, where Wilson County got its name from. That's really in the Gallatin area, which was once in Wilson County, but that's going to be this coming Sunday, so we're looking forward to going to that and attending that. But he's going to use that as his program next month. We will have a few things on the agenda tonight. On the consent agenda, we'll be up in the speed limit, or lowering the speed limit, excuse me, the Santa Fe Trail at 25 miles an hour. That will be the first thing. And then we have two honorary resolutions tonight. One, the Mount Jewett Middle School volleyball team will be recognized by Commissioner Breeze. And then Commissioner Stafford will recognize Mr. Clyde Thomas Wood, who turned 100 just a few days ago. We had a great celebration for him at the Ag Center, thanks to Mr. Quentin Smith, the Ag Center director, for making that happen. As we go through the night, we do have a big night planned ahead, as we will talk about replacing Commissioner Gary Keith, District 17 Commissioner. Commissioner Keith, longtime commissioner for us, experiencing a few health issues right now, and he's just the kind of person that says, if I can't do it 100%, I'm going to take off until I can. And so we wish him well in his recovery. Commissioner Keith was an icon for us, a great leader. He was chairman of Judicial, chairman of the Public Works, chairman of our Budget Committee. He was on our Insurance Committee. So he did a lot of great things for us. But so tonight we will replace him. And we'll do so as District 17. We posted that position for a month now, and tonight it will kind of happen in this regard, in that when we start the session tonight, if they choose, they have 120 days to fill that spot, and so they could put it off tonight, but I'll look for them to probably go ahead and fill the spot tonight. There have been 4 people that's given me some interest about it. I'm not for sure who all will come to the front tonight, but we will close, as we start the session tonight, we'll close the session, go into public comment period from the commission to hear from the public. So the public will be able to nominate people that they would like to see fill the seat of District 17. Once they get through talking, then we'll close public comment period. We'll go back to the commission. Now, the commission are the only people that can actually nominate somebody to be voted on. They will listen to the public, hear what they have to say. After their 30 days of actually investigating this, we will open the floor up and let the commissioners nominate folks. So whoever they nominate will be who we vote on. And let's just say they nominate 4 people, for example. Then we will go, once they get through having a chance to make that nomination, we'll close the nomination period. We'll allow those 4 people to actually speak to the commission for a 5 or 6, 7 minute discussion about themselves, anything they'd like for the commissioners to know, and then we'll vote. And as we vote on those, it takes 13 majority votes to win that seat. So the first time around, let's say there are 4 people that vote, 4 people to be voted on. If we don't get a majority of 13 the first time around, the lowest total number will drop off, and then we'll vote on 3 until we get a majority of 13. So that will be the process for tonight. That person will fill that seat until the next general election, which will be in August of 2020. When there's a general election that happens within 120 days of this vacancy, then the people would just be filling that seat by an election on vote. But when they can't have a chance to go to vote, that they allow the people that they elected as the commissioners that represent them to make that decision. And so that's what will happen tonight. Once we finish that, and as I said, Commissioner Keith was also on the Insurance Committee, and so we will elect a person from the floor to fill his spot on the Insurance Committee. At 6:30 tonight, we will also have a finance committee meeting to just elect a chair and a vice chair. That's just a business that we have to take care of. They elected a whole new finance committee every year or term like they do a budget committee, but we haven't had a chance to have a meeting for that yet, so we will do that at 6:30 tonight, and we will invite you to come to that if you'd like to do so. Tonight is our quarterly report time, so we'll have the normal people that are there from the sheriff and the director of schools, but we'll also have the register of deeds, Miss Jackie Murphy, the trustee, Mr. Major, the road superintendent, Mr. Murphy, the Ag Center director, Mr. Quentin Smith. The Expo Center report normally given by Mr. Zendel Murphy and Miss Charity Toombs. We'll put that off 1 month so that we can hear their 3-year end numbers. Actually, the 3-year anniversary for the Expo will be next November, and so this coming November, so we will actually have that report during that particular time. Other than that, the other reports are just as normal. We will have about 4 or 5 resolutions tonight. One dealing with animal control. They're going to use some animal reserve control funds to buy some different cages for the animals. There is a lease coming before the commission tonight from Watertown High School. Watertown High School will pay for the reel-to-reel mower that they want to lease on a 3-year basis, but because it is a lease process that has to be approved by the county commission, and so that will be coming before us tonight. There are going to be some reallocation of some funds that were left over from the Gladeville Middle School project. Those funds, what normally happens to those is that when there's money left over after a building project happens, then the Board of Education will decide where they would like for it to go, but they have to come back to the county commission and ask for their permission as well. And so they're asking for these funds tonight to be spent towards the West Wilson Middle School project of maybe concession stand, bathrooms, and some dressing room facilities for that middle school. So that will be on the agenda. And then we have 3 different resolutions on insurance, just naming or renaming our carrier, also with the third-party access group that works with them, and then our liability insurance funds as well. And so those are the last 3 resolutions that we will see tonight. So again, that's kind of a rundown, a short version. You'll get to see it again live. It shows every Monday, I believe, at the same time until we have the next county commission meeting. So if you don't get to watch it one Monday or live tonight, then you can watch it the following 3 Mondays actually to get to see what actually went on. But we thank you for tuning in and watching, and again, we hope you have a good rest of the week.